What is up, Titans Nation? Welcome into the 615. I'm your host, Lee Hillis, and tonight we are talking about the Titans getting embarrassed by the Patriots. And next stop, Colts Hate Week. Colts Hate Week is in full swing. Titans play the Colts in 3 days. But let's go back and look at this Colts or this Titans game against the Mike Vrabel-led New England Patriots. Well. Sir Cameron Ward, 25 of 34, 255, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and the offensive line gave up 5 sacks. And then you had Tajay Spears, 5 of 22, Tony Pollard, 6 of 18, and Jim Dike, 1 for -1. Let that sink in, because you're fixing to see a stat here for old Jim Dike. 4 catches for 70 yards and his first career NFL touchdown. Tony Pollard, 6 for 43. Van Jefferson, 4 for 41. The rookie Gunnar Helm, 4 for 36. The other rookie, Alec Manor, 2 for 29. Tyler Lockett, who is, of course, no longer with the Titans, got cut earlier this week. And it's official that he is a free agent, so he can talk to whatever team he wants. Went 2 for 18. Tajay Spears, 3 for 18. So the way I look at this Titans-Patriots game is the Titans did not have a good game. They allowed a lot. They left. The first half was very close, but once the Patriots got momentum, they ran. They ran with it. But we go up against the NFL's best team in our division rival, the Indianapolis Colts, this week. Well, Daniel Jones, the resurgence of Daniel Jones, 23 of 34, 288, 2 touchdowns, 1, and he only had, the offensive line for Indy allowed 1 sack. Jonathan Taylor, 16 of 94, 3 touchdowns. That is the Jonathan Taylor I've watched, is the one who will have a 3-touchdown game on the ground. Amir Abdullah, 2 for 19, Daniel Jones, 5 for 7. Alec Pierce, 5 for 98. Tyler Warren, the rookie, 4 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown. Michael Pittman, 7 for 58 and 11 and 1 touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 3 for 38. Amir Abdullah, 1 for 8. 80 Mitchell, 1 for 8. Mo Alley Cox, 1 for 6. Gold, 1 for 3. But you get to see right here how Indy and the Chargers lined up this last week. 1 first down separated the 2 teams. The Chargers had 25 first downs to the Colts 24. Third down efficiency, Chargers were 8 of 16. Colts were 5 for 11. Fourth down, they were very even. Colts went 3 for 3. Chargers went 3 for 4. Rushing yards, Colts had 120 to the Chargers 54. The passing yards, Chargers led the way with 391 to the Colts 281. Total yardage favored the Chargers 445 to 401. Colts led in sacks, or the Chargers hypothetically got 3 sacks, were sacked 3 times. So the Colts led 3 sacks, 29 yards, to the Chargers 1 sack for 7. The Colts won the turnover battle. They didn't have a single interception. They had one fumble that was recovered by them. So they did not lose a fumble. So, and the Chargers threw 2 interceptions. 2 punts, averaging 43.5 yards for Indy. The Chargers punted 1 time, averaging 53 yards on that 1 punt. Penalties, that was the tell of the tape for this game. Chargers had 6 penalties for 35. Colts had 3 for 42. Time of possession favored the Chargers. 34 minutes, 27 seconds. To the Colts held it for 25-33. So you're probably asking, how do the Titans and Colts line up? So total yardage, offensively, the Colts are 4th in the NFL in total yardage, with they're averaging 387 yards to the Titans 269. The Titans are 32nd, dead last in the league in total yards per game. Passing yards per game. The Colts are 5th at 250. The Titans are at 160, which is 31st in the league. Rushing yards per game. The Titans are only averaging 76 rushing yards per game, which is 31st. The Colts are averaging 130 yards rushing per game, which is 7th. Points per game. The Titans are 32nd, where they're averaging 14 points a game. And the Colts are averaging 31, which is 1st in the NFL. Third down percentage, the Titans are 28% on third down, which is dead last. The Colts are right about 47%, which is 3rd. But then you get to the defensive side, where the Titans are actually a whole lot better. Where the Titans are actually better than they are offensively. Total yardage, the Colts are allowing 364 yards total per game, which is 25th. The Titans are 300. They're basically allowing 363, also at 24th in the league in total yards. The Titans secondary is only allowing 210 yards passing, which is 14th. The Colts are allowing 255 yards passing, which is 29th. Rushing, the Colts are only allowing 90 yards, which is 6th in the league. The Titans are allowing 140 yards, which is 29th. Points per game, the Colts are tied for 8th with they're allowing 20 points a game. The Titans defense is allowing 27, which comes out to 28th in the league. Third down percentage, the Titans are allowing a conversion rate of 40%, which is 23rd. The Colts' third down defense, on the other hand, they're allowing a 48% conversion rate, which is 30th in the NFL. So the matchup of this game, Colts are 4-0 at home, 2-1 on the road, 1-0 in division, and they're 5-0 in conference. But then you go to the Titans side of this. The Titans are 0-3 at home, 1-3 on the road, 0-2 in division, and they're 0-5 in the conference. The Colts are on a 3-game winning streak. The Titans are on a 2-game losing streak. So this is a tough game in general. I feel like the Colts could come out and just absolutely dominate. But if the Titans offense can get this thing figured out under interim head coach Mike McCoy, the Titans have no choice but to come out and play their best ball this weekend. but I'm going to have to take Indy on this. I think Indy has the best chance to come out and win this game because they are the better team. And the Titans just continue to spiral downwards. And Eddie George made a statement. Let me go pull this up. I came across this on, it was Wes Wisely. He was talking, it was Eddie George said in a recent interview with Mike Organ of the Tennessean that he fears the Titans have set themselves back at least a decade or maybe more due to the recent continuous hirings and firings of head coaches and GMs. Here's more of what he said. Of course, this is all coming from Wes Wisely. What is the culture in the building? I can speak to that because I know what it was like when I was there. George said, we had a blueprint. We had an identity. What do you want to be that's sustainable? I think that's a question for Amy Armstrong, the GM, and the president. And then they have to find a coach that can be on the same page, that they can be on the same page with. How are you going to build this out? How much time are you going to give this person? It's not going to happen overnight. It's the one thing. It's one thing for national media or fans to say it. It's totally another when a franchise legend like Eddie George says this publicly. So Eddie George thinks the Titans have set themselves back. And I truly agree with this. The Titans have set themselves back 5, 10, maybe 15 years. So if they can get this head coaching hiring right, the Titans could set themselves ahead of that decade. But if they continue to fire GM, fire head coach, if they continue to fire a GM, hire a GM, fire a head coach, hire a head coach, because it's been consistently that since they fired John Robinson. Because you fire John Robinson, hire Rand, fire Mike Vrabel, hire Brian Callahan, fire Rand, hire Mike Borgonzi, and now you have fired Brian Callahan. If the Titans can get this right, they could really be setting up in a really good position if we can jump the curve. Because if you look at these teams like Philadelphia, like Kansas City, they do not build really through free agency. Or they do, but the majority of their roster is built through the draft. So the trade deadline is coming up in 10 days or less than that on the 20th or on the 4th on November 4th. The trade deadline is coming up. I could see a situation where the Titans are sellers at the deadline and get some draft capital and help build this roster through the draft. But since I'm the only one here, this was a very quick show. So I'd like to say, Titans fans, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Stay classy and tighten up.
Tighten up! Let's get tightened up! Tightened up!